Alright, welcome back everyone. It is LaughNgamez here. I am back, and it is time for another 1 versus 1 AlphaStar commentary. I love me some good old AlphaStar, so today we are going to be commentating a Terran trying to take down AlphaStar. The Terran player is a Masters, so he's pretty darn good at the game, with a very cool logo, I must admit. Look at that pig. That pig means business. What a really cool graphic. Is that one of the ones in-game, or did he upload that? I'm not sure. I should really figure out how that works, because, believe it or not, we actually do have a Starcraft 2 clan. It's called the LaughNgamez, I think it is. That's how horrible I am. I can't even remember it. But one of these days we'll get that populated with you guys. To, you know, represent the AlphaStar clan, essentially. But yeah, the map King's Cove, a TVP between this AI and this Terran. The Terran player already scouting out for proxies. I really enjoy this. Nothing wrong with checking for proxies when you're playing against a Protoss player. There are builds that can catch you out, like the double gateway, with the one proxy gate and the one gate in their base, the max packs, proxy robo. You name it, Protoss can put a building there for a justifiable reason. But then again, most races, well, Terran and Protoss can put buildings really wherever they want. Zerg, not so much. They can build a proxy hatchery, but that's about it for the most part. Now, as far as the builds go, though, it is indeed a normal macro opener for both players. The probe of AlphaStar is going to be getting chased by this angry SCV. AlphaStar has been known to lose an SCV or probe from time to time, so it's got to look after those boys a little bit better. The Terran player just scouting out with his SCV, being very, very vigilant. Even sees the pylon go up in the main base of AlphaStar, which is quite nice, saying, "Oh, look at that! You're not proxying your second pylon. That means there's probably no Stargate." Probably no proxy Twilight Council, no DTs, no Robo. SCV is going to hang out at the third base while the Reaper is also crossing the map. This Terran player, I gotta say though, ladies and gentlemen, is doing a wonderful job scouting out. This guy plays ladder. That's what he does. On the ladder, you can never be too prepared for a cheese, so I really dig him doing that. He's even getting a bunker at his natural. Ladies and gentlemen, let's try and hit 2 likes for the 2 scouts that this Terran player has had out on the map, and for such vigilant scouting. Let's hit that like button. Show the Terrans out there that scouting is important. Now, the bunker is going to be finishing up for the Masters player. He's already got both of his Marines on the way. CC going to be finishing up. The Reaper does skirt by that Adept. The Adept will shade up to the natural base, but Terran doesn't usually have to worry too much. This is exactly why you build this bunker. Sometimes Protoss can run by the bunker to be a bit of a pain, but that's really not too significant. Now we take a look. The Reaper is going to run on in. It's going to spot the Stargate. So AlphaStar going for an Alpha Stargate has been spotted. Looks like the AI may even lose a probe to this Reaper. I get the feeling that this Masters Terran player is quite high on the end of mastery. Except as I say that, an Adept totally sneaks into his base and is just cutting down his SCVs one at a time. So far 2 SCVs have died. Marines trying to chase down the Adept. The Adept, though, shades a little bit backwards. Ends up killing off 2 SCVs for the Adept. Not bad at all for the Protoss player. The Terran player, I mean, it could have been worse. As long as he defends this Oracle, I'll say he's fine. I totally just hyped this guy up. I said he seems to be quite a smart Terran player, but we don't want to see him lose any more workers to anything silly. And we see he's completely out of position right now as far as defending this Oracle, going to his main base. So boy, oh boy, am I a little bit worried. Why do you do these things to me, StarCraft players? I always say someone's doing something so well, and then AlphaStar's like, haha, I'm gonna make LaughNgamez look like a jackass. As the AI is pretty much like, yeah, it doesn't really matter what you do, right? As the AI is just so good. It's macroing up perfectly, whereas this Terran player has had hiccups in his macro. He's down 26 to 42 workers, which is no small amount. Looks like he was maybe planning to proxy a starport, but he never even, well, he just decided to build that up here, so no proxy getting thrown down with this SCV. The Protoss is just running the Terran ragged. This is awful for Terran kind right now. Phoenix are also on the way out for AlphaStar. I mean, the Nexus is on the way next. This is just not pretty at all for the Terran player. He's got the Cyclone. Gonna try and zone out these units, but oh, he's even gonna lose his Vikings. So I'll say that this Terran player did a very good job with his scouting, but he didn't run a tight ship otherwise. Now in comes AlphaStar, gonna potentially delay this command center a bit, but good reaction from the Terran player does send that pack in. Stim pack is on the way for the Terran. He's making double Widowmine, getting a Medivac on the way, so gonna try a Medivac drop, even though there's Phoenix out on the map. I kind of dig this, as you got to do something to come back in this game, I feel, at this point, as he is quite behind. Marines and the Cyclone going to be trying to shoo these units away. AlphaStar trying to get any little bit of damage it can. Oh, these two Widowmines exposed, but the AI picks them up at the last second, is going to kill off both the Widowmines. No Widowmine drop without Widowmines. AlphaStar is just destroying this Terran player. The AI making a ton of Phoenix, has a couple of Adepts going to shade on in towards the main base. They do cancel that shade, but behind this, the economy of the Protoss is going to be looking really good. It's throwing up a bunch of extra gateways now. This AI has total dominance this game. The Terran player is in a very, very tough spot this match. Yeah, I'm not really sure what he should do. These two Adepts are going to shade on up into the main base. They're actually going to finish the shade this time. Of course they're going to find and kill an SCV or two. They might even get out. Oh my gosh, they shade towards the natural. So they might get even more damage than we thought done. More SCVs dying for the Terran player. Look at this Adept, just throwing its frisbees of death at those poor workers. Looks like AlphaStar may be playing that Phoenix Colossus style against this Protoss. Stim pack is on the way. The extra barracks are on the way. I mean, no +1 has started just yet. The Terran player doesn't really have anything that's going to be going his way. He starts up turrets because he's like, fine, I can't really deal with these Phoenix. Cyclone does force the Phoenix to be recalled. Nice use of recall by AlphaStar, understanding the Phoenix were in a bit of a tricky spot. And now we see the Medivac is going to be moving across the map, but the Terran player is going to feel faint in the legs as soon as he flies over this Nexus and says, wait a second, that's a 4th base. Oh god, a 7-minute fourth Nexus. There's absolutely nothing I can do to punish this. The Widowmine drop is going to attempt, but it's not even being commanded right now. Phoenix are on the way back. The mines do burrow. One may get a shot off. Gets a horrible shot off. That did like nothing, I feel. The Medivac's going to be shut down. AlphaStar has got like a less than a 1% chance of losing this game, I feel. The AI very, very rarely loses when it's ahead due to its extreme macro. Mines not burrowed. Big mistake there for the Masters player. Cyclone may get picked up too. Oh my gosh, what a disaster. This game is going horrendously for the Terran player. A Phoenix totally just flies over the Marines, but the Marines don't even have +1 yet, and Phoenix are pretty tanky, so it doesn't die. Look at all the injured Phoenix and units by AlphaStar, by the way. There are so many in the red, but it hasn't actually lost like any. Okay, it's lost 2 Phoenix. But the value the AI has got is just insane. 20 SCVs killed. The 3rd base is going to be attempted to be secured, but those mules, they ain't going to stand a chance. What are you doing dropping mules next to no turret? AlphaStar moving in with its tiny army on the ground. It may be small on the ground, but there's such a force in the air that it is strong enough just to force this base off. The Phoenix don't deal a lot of damage to buildings, but they might deal enough to kill this one off. The Marine's gonna stim. SCV is chasing after. Even a Stasis Ward was thrown down by AlphaStar, playing so well. The Terran player has to take the time to try and bait that out. He's gonna now resecure up his 3rd, but he pulled all the SCVs from his natural. I had high hopes for this Terran player at first, and the AI is just making him look he's making him look like he's Gold League, man. As we see, the AI is just destroying this poor player. He thinks he is a master, but in reality, AlphaStar is the true master of Starcraft. Yeah, the Phoenix, the Colossus should be more than enough to dispatch this bio army. I feel the AI is going ham on the Phoenix production. The Colossus, though, will deal tons of damage to the units on the ground. Charge is finishing up. So many Phoenix are there for AlphaStar. There's even a Disruptor in the mix now. Like, what do you even do as the Terran player? He can't even heal up all of his units. That's how rough he's looking. He's gonna attempt to go for a Medivac drop. I mean, I understand this, but even if he kills 30 probes, AlphaStar will still be on a better economy because it's a 5-base Protoss and could just remax that probe count like it's nothing. This Terran player, the only hope he has in this game, I think, is if he maxes out against AlphaStar and the AI does its derp in the late game, but of course the Masters player doesn't know that he's playing against AlphaStar. And so he's thinking this is just a regular Protoss player, so he's feeling pressured to do damage. At the same time, he's just trying not to die, but he's not even going to succeed at that. The AI going to surround him with Zealots. Phoenix lift up everything. The drop is going to be getting off towards the 4th base of AlphaStar, but that doesn't even matter. The AI is like, oh, cool, you kill my Nexus guy, you do that. Your Marines will be red from stim by the time they kill all my buildings. They'll have had to stim that much. Probes are being microed down so hard by the Terran player. He stims his units again as they're getting very, very bruised. Couple of Zealots warping in should help clean some of those up. The AI is just totally wrecking face right now. The base did survive for the Masters player, but he lost all of his SCVs effectively. The drop is getting a little bit of damage done. The AI getting knocked down to only 67 probes. How will AlphaStar ever recover? Yeah, really, really good play from AlphaStar. GG, what a domination. All right, we are back into the next game. Hold on, let me just check that sound. Music is not on. We're gonna fix that. I also upped the music a little bit for you guys, as I said in the last video. So let me know what you think about that. A few updates to the cast and things like that. I'm even really going to try and up my casting game. I might try out a nasal spray because I find I get a little bit nasally at times when talking and commentating a bunch. So I thought maybe I'll give that a go and see if that helps. Maybe it'll help me commentate a little bit. And then yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, I know I've announced this in most places, but I'm probably going to be going away, taking a hiatus. So by the time this video goes up, it'll probably be late-ish June. And so I'll probably be gone in the next few weeks, but in the meantime, I'll probably be streaming, putting up videos as per usual, recording videos ahead of time. Right now I'm doing 2 videos a day, so that I have a bit of leeway as far as leaving goes. And yeah, I should be gone around 7 weeks to finish my training. Okay, now we see Hatchery is on the way for the Masters player. AlphaStar playing Protoss, taking on a Masters Zerg. I'm not sure that I even really mentioned that. Now we take a look. Yeah, just pretty normal stuff going on, nothing out of the ordinary. We'll see what AlphaStar is going to do, if it's just going to do its murdering Zerg build. Because that's what the AI does. All it does is basically just go ahead and make some Adepts, make some Oracles, DTs maybe. Just totally wreck the Zergs till they have a pitiful drone count and feel that they should just leave the game out of embarrassment. Yeah, nothing too significant happening. AlphaStar being a bit of a jerk with its probe, although the drone attacking it, drones have a relentless hatred of probes, understandably so, after all their cousins murdered in the cannon rushes of 2010 to 2020, as a matter of fact. The decade long of cannon rushes. Okay, now we take a look here. Probe just going to be heading on back. Robo is on the way for AlphaStar, so oh god. Here we go again. It's going to be that same kind of Prism Adept build. Adept's already starting to move across the map. Yeah, I feel like we can just look at the mineral line here of the Zerg, and then an Adept will just show up, then more Adepts, and the Zerg will run around like a chicken with his head's cut off. Okay, so we see at the corner the Queen just shading away. We're having a look. Where's that Adept? It's gonna show up. There's gonna be Adepts either in this mineral line or this mineral line. That's all we really need to look at with how AlphaStar plays and just massacres. Okay, the Adepts engaging the Lings off in the front. They'll show up. The Adepts never disappoint. Oh, there we go. Adepts in a mineral line, starting to cut up some drones because it's AlphaStar. The Zerg player ain't making more drones, really, as this is going on, or not enough. Does save one drone by making a Spore Crawler, which is good. The Twilight's on the way, the Prism's on the way, though. This is just round 1 of Adepage by AlphaStar. Depth's gonna be shading towards the main base. Oh god, once again. I was kind of joking, guys, about how this is what we'd get as the Adepts just shade about. But there's the DTs, there's the Prism that's moving across the map too. Like, this is just horrible. This is just so horrible what AlphaStar does to poor Zerg players. Another Adept gonna be shading towards the main base. That one won't make it. But there's gonna be charge lots, more Adepts, DTs, all that sort of stuff. Okay, now the DTs are being made by Alphas, or the Dark Shrine's on the way, but oh, there's actually a bit of a counterattack. However, the AI has gone for a full wall off, so it doesn't really have much to worry about. The Prism is under fire. No DTs have been warped in just yet, just the one Adept. The Dark Shrine is about to finish up in about 5 seconds. There we go, finishing on up. Oh, 1 DT, 2 DTs. And a Zealot friend to go in the mix. Actually gonna make an Archon. Whoa, that is interesting. The worker count right now is fairly even. The Zerg player is making roaches and spines though, so maybe there's a chance he'll hold on from an attack. I guess the AI noticed that the Zerg player had made spores, but really he didn't. So how does AlphaStar know that there's spore crawlers? Like, why would it just not run the DTs in like usual? This is actually an interesting question. What would have tipped the AI off to basically say that there may be spore crawlers, but this is something that I'm wondering. Oh, is this a bit of a bug in AlphaStar? As we see the AI come in and potentially kill this poor Zerg player, we shall see. The Zealots move in, the Archon's moving in, lots of roaches are out for the Masters player. He's holding back, he's got a spine crawler, Queen's at the back. The roaches are getting really good surface area though, as the units are backed into a corner. More roaches popping out, doing what they can against the charge lots. The Archon's putting out a lot of damage though. The spine crawler has fallen. It looks like AlphaStar may end up winning this game. There's the DT running in. However, I kind of got distracted at the end there, ladies and gentlemen. This is something to think about. When the Adepts first came in, at this point, of course, there was a spore crawler that No, the AI didn't even see this start making. Okay, we're gonna look further into this. So, the Prism comes in with the 1 Adept, and there is a spore crawler building. The AI doesn't quite see it. But what I'm wondering is, if before, with these 2 Adepts, the AI, if we see, they shaded in, and they forced a spore crawler to be made. So if we look at AlphaStar's vision, here, we'll see that the Adepts, I mean, the first one dies, the second one's shooting at one drone, gonna be shooting at another, but then it morphs into a spore crawler, and the Adept shades out. And as far as AlphaStar is concerned, throughout the rest of the game, that spore crawler was building, even though we didn't see it anymore. And so the AI made the choice not to run in DTs, because I guess it operates on the assumption if there's a spore at one base, there's spores at multiple bases, or that its Dark Shrine has been spotted. And so that's why AlphaStar chose to go right for the big attack. That's something that's really interesting, I thought, just looking at that. So ladies and gentlemen, hit the like button on this video for that little bit of curiosity there on how AlphaStar thinks about using the DTs or not. And then, of course, subscribe to the channel if you haven't. You made it to the end of the video. You haven't subscribed. Maybe you watch a lot of these AlphaStar videos and you're recommended. Go ahead and subscribe, though. It does support the channel. It's free. You'll get notified every other day about the AlphaStar videos I put up if you press that bell icon. And then join the Discord. if you haven't as well, and consider becoming a member if you do want to support the channel and my continuous commentary. I'll see you next time, ladies and gentlemen. This has been LaughNgamez.